Guys, I was gonna orphan here today, and for you guys, I got a Xyz spam deck, rank 4, and there will be a deck list in the description below, so you guys can check it out. And so, before I get started, the deck's really fun to play, but the only problem is you do have to open really well, which usually I do, and sometimes I don't, but I usually do get a pretty good hand to start going off. So you can do pretty well with the deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start with favorite card deck. One Gaga Magician. One's good because I'm only running rank 4s, and there's one rank 3 I run, and he does help make the rank 3 sometimes. Plus he is a spellcaster, and I have a reason for needing him as a spellcaster, which I will show you. Next, triple Zexo weapon, ultimate shield, and basically you can equip him to Utopia and boost his defense up, and his other effect is that when he's normal specimen, he can specimen a banished Xyz monster, which is good. So if one of your monsters get bombless, trapped, toad, he can pretty much just really kind of boost the deck up, which is really good, bringing back banished Xyz and stuff. The only problem is you can only have one face up on the field, so that's why we try to get rid of some of them by using them as Xyz materials. Next, triple Xyz remora, instant specimen as long as you have at least 1 or 2 Xyz monsters. If you have one, just detach both the materials if it's not like being used, and you can just specimen him, or detach one from 2 different ones, and you basically get an instant summon. He does have another effect, but we don't use it because it's not needed for the deck. Next, triple mimic, which helps us make the rank 3 play of the deck really essential, and I like him because he's just easy. Specimen, as you can see. If you don't know what he does, if your opponent controls a monster and you have a level 3 monster on your side field, you can specimen him, but you can only specimen 1 per turn. So if you have a Gaga, just make him 3, specimen him. Opponent has monster, and go to instant right away. Now the reason we need spellcaster is for these cards. Nefarious, archfiend, eater of Nefariousness, and basically what he does is you can specimen him if you control a spellcaster monster. Its effect is that if he's destroyed, I think it's during your opponent's end phase, you can pop one of your own cards and specimen him back. So he's pretty good just for specimen. Then Jigabyte, same effect, you specimen him if you control spellcaster. Then his other effect is that when he destroys specimen by card effect or by bad, specimen 1 monster with 1500 attack and 200 defense. So pretty much just gives you a instant specimen. Then 1 Inari fire, because same effect, you get a instant specimen if you control spellcaster. Then his other effect is that during your standby phase, if he was destroyed by a card effect, you can specimen him back. So really good. Then for the main one-ofs, Noble Knight Joan recycles itself and any other warrior. Start drawing for draw power. The warrior lady is a light level 4, as well as that it can banish your opponent's cards. When Gaia, the Midnight Sun, you can banish dark monsters, lower your opponent's monster attack, and it's a level 4. When camera clops, level 4, and you can take care of problematic lords. And 1 X-head cannon, because it's a vanilla and easy summon, which is really good for the deck. Then, so other cards we are running: double Xyz, double back. And basically, it just helps you. So basically, when Xyz monster destroys, you can activate to specimen 1 Xyz monster that was destroyed this turn, and 1 monster that has equal to or less than attack, which is really good. Just adds protection to your deck. 1 Xyz shifts help you shift out Xyz monsters, and do one if you need it at the time, and then both are destroyed, so you can just call hunt both of them back, which is really good. Next, 1 Xyz unit, because it becomes an extra Xyz material and gives your Xyz monsters a little power, which is good. Then I'm running 1 Generation Force to search out. You do need an Xyz monster on board, so you just kind of helps, but 1 is good. Next, I'm running 2 Night Beam to take care of back row. Plus, your opponent cannot activate in response to it. Then, next, I'm running the 1 Forbidden Lance and Dress to either lower monsters' attacks or save my monsters. So, either way, it's really good. 1 Lightning Vortex, because it's the right key of the deck, because I do not own one. Then 1 Creature Swap, because this can help you go into your own plays. by swapping out cards, which is good. Next, 1 YuGiOh, so you can recycle YuGi monsters and give your monsters a little boost. 2 YuGi blocks, basically this strike of the deck. You can stop your opponent's plays by detaching YuGi material of a monster you control. So really good. Then one release reverse burst. Basically you can tribute Utopia and destroy your opponent's set spell and trap cards, which is really good. 1 mirror force and 1 magic cylinder, pretty standard for staples. Then double call the haunted to reoccur major monsters. And now for the extra deck, which is incomplete at this moment. I'm still working on it, but I wanted to get this deck profile over. 1 number 39 Utopia, generic 4 with Utopia Ray, because we do have little life points, so you can make him 1 try-hit Death Dragon, because when he comes on field, he kind of just messes your opponent, and Call Haunted can bring him back with his effect. Double Zubaba General, because he just makes himself get more buffed up. And then the last one, right now, not the last one, the 1 rank 3 is Giga Brilliant, because he kind of just makes your monsters a little stronger. Then 1 Starliege paladynamo, because he is pretty standard if you have about like level 4. So that's the deck for. Hope you guys like and stuff, and tell me if you have any ideas of what I should add to the deck or take away. And it was Zuna signing out.